Marcus Smart detonates NBA for World Cup. Journalist reveals Clippers trade offer for James Harden. Denver Nuggets set to offer Jamal Murray a $1 million contract. Should Anthony Davis really be the new leader of the Lakers? Jason Tatum reveals how he discovered the Drew Holiday trade. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Free Throw TV, your premier destination for the latest news and insights from the world of basketball. As you can see from the introduction, today's video will cover some significant headlines in the NBA. So, without further ado, let's dive into the news. The biggest basketball league in the world will start a new championship next season, but it seems that not all the stars are excited about it. According to Memphis Grizzlies guard Marcus Smart, players don't care about the NBA Cup. Their focus still remains on the playoffs. To be honest, nobody cares about winning the NBA Cup, revealed Marcus Smart. It's the real title that matters to us. So I have an undecided opinion on this, but I think it will be great to be able to play more basketball. In addition, fans will also be able to see more of us. The NBA launched the new format to break up the monotony of the regular season. Furthermore, it will give players greater motivation to work hard at the start of the season. At least that's the idea. If Marcus Smart is right, the NBA Cup will be a failure in terms of the quality of the competition. At the same time, it will also fail in the audience aspect. If players don't give their all on the court, there will be no reason for fans to go to the arenas or simply turn on their televisions. However, Adam Silver, the league's commissioner, considered cash prizes for the players. There will be $500,000 for the athletes on the champion team. Whoever loses the final wins $200,000. Meanwhile, those who make it to the semifinals win $100,000 and $50,000 to those who fall in the quarterfinals. All 30 teams will participate in the NBA Cup during the 2023-24 season. The tournament will have a group stage, with the 30 teams divided into 6 groups of 5 teams each. 3 with teams from the East and another 3 from the West. There will be 4 duels for each team, 2 at home and 2 away, all also valid for the regular season. From November 3rd to 28th, games will take place on Tuesdays and Fridays. The leaders of each group qualify, while the 2 best campaigns in each conference, apart from the leaders, advance as wild cards. The format is very reminiscent of the NFL, the American Football League, the championship with the largest audience in the USA. Finally, there will be a kill match from the quarterfinals until the final, reminiscent of the Football World Cup. The NBA has been awaiting the trade of James Harden to the Los Angeles Clippers since the beginning of the offseason. However, the transaction still seems far from happening. It is already clear that the Angelina franchise, as well as the star, want the business to move forward. But for that, it is necessary to convince the Philadelphia 76ers as well. According to Shams Charania, from the Athletic website, this is the critical point of the situation. Some sources have already confirmed to me that the Angelinos only offer an unprotected first-round draft pick. In addition, changing selection positions in future recruitments and contracts to beat salaries. But that's not enough on the other side. The Sixers insist on demanding Terrence Mann and multiple picks to close a deal, revealed the journalist. Mann, in fact, has been the point of divergence in conversation since the beginning of the offseason. The Pennsylvania team maintains the desire to bring the player as part of the deal, but does not find the Clippers willing. Charania found that he has proved to be a valuable bargaining chip in recent months. Therefore, it would be out of the question to include him in any negotiations at the moment. The market still doesn't seem to offer many options for the Sixers with the start of the season getting closer. The franchise even monitors it, but those interested in Harden remain very limited. It is speculated that the Chicago Bulls, for example, were studying the possibility of acquiring the former league MVP. But nothing much beyond that. The dry scenario in terms of alternatives on the eve of the start of the games reduces the chance of an agreement. There is no rush on either side, for now, for the negotiation to be closed. The Sixers are in an unfavorable situation and, therefore, are looking for other prospects in the market. According to Gina Mizell, from the Philadelphia Inquirer, a trade is seen as unlikely at this point. The impression within the franchise is that closing a deal now simply to end the drama would be difficult to justify. The team will maintain its request for an exchange, as it does not want to go down a competitive step. The goal is to remain a title contender as long as Joel Embiid is on the team. We cannot take steps backwards, explained the reporter. Likewise, given the lack of competition, the Clippers are not thinking about increasing their offer substantially. After all, it's not an auction. Your competition is with yourself, in principle. Los Angeles's plan is to add, at most, more position changes in recruitment. But that won't change the Sixers' minds. So, everything is at a standstill, summarized Adrian Wojnarowski from ESPN. In the process of forcing the trade to the Clippers, James Harden did not appear for the press conferences at the beginning of the season. But at the same time, this was the Sixers' decision as well. The intention, in short, was to avoid a major distraction. So much so that he is already with the squad for preseason training. But the order is still this: prevent the point guard from becoming a distraction. It is still possible that James will become a disruptive figure. We already saw this when he forced out Houston and Brooklyn, for example. But Daryl Morey isn't going to let his behavior dictate the pace of conversations and speed up the exchange. Coach Nick Nurse already has the approval to leave him on the bench and give Tyrese Maxey experience as the team's primary ball handler, signaled Mazzell. Jamal Murray may be a free agent at the end of the 2024-25 season, but the Denver Nuggets are already planning on not having to experience the drama of the market. In an interview with the Sportskeeda portal, the franchise's general manager, Calvin Booth, said that the point guard should receive a super maximum deal soon. In other words, highly valued after the title campaign, the Canadian should win $1 million contract. The star's current contract is worth $158.2 million for 5 years, still within his anticipated rookie contract extension. At 27 years old, another maximum renewal is coming for him. We are anticipating that we will pay the super maximum for him. After all, he will be an All-NBA player in 2023-24. That's what we're betting on. It's obvious that it will be a hole in our salary cap, but it's what we should pay to a guy who has given us so much for a long time. I love seeing people reach their full potential, and that's what Murray has done with us for years, explained Booth. I don't need to make a secret about it. Everyone knows we're going to pay him what he deserves. Jamal Murray is focused on doing even more for the Denver Nuggets. And so I repeat, he will be an All-NBA. I bet this recognition is on your mind. He's already a proven playoff guy, but getting this award would be great for him. It's like killing two birds with one stone, he highlighted. The super maximum contract will only become eligible for the star player if he manages to become a member of the season's ideal teams. Therefore, the Nuggets executive's emphasis when citing the fact. In addition, Booth also talked about the possibility of participation in the All-Star game for Murray and a third MVP in 4 years for Nikola Jokic. Of course, he can participate in the All-Star game. I hope that, after the title, we are more respected for what we do on the court, for the way we perform. Last year, for example, I felt like this squad had several players who could be selected: Aaron Gordon, Michael Porter, Jamal Murray, and Nikola Jokic. So, of course, we hope for more recognition for them. As for Nikola, I don't think it matters that much to him, explaining about the Most Valuable Player awards. He did it twice in a row, and it's pretty big. But we're sure he continues to do the best he can every night. So he will always have a chance if he is playing well and we win games. He's certainly been successful at that in recent years. Finally, Booth commented on the losses of important members of the cast, such as Bruce Brown, Jeff Green, and Ish Smith. Everyone will be missed. Jeff and Ish were invaluable leaders in our locker room. Bruce gave us a different dynamic. But, at the end of the story, we still have Jokic, Murray, Porter, and Gordon. We are capable of moving forward, said the leader. Brown will be greatly missed and was one of the most valued names on the market, but I feel that everyone is ready to see Christian Braun receive greater prominence. Justin Holiday has arrived and will help us. Our team has great quality, so we will be fine, he concluded. The first preseason interviews always have controversial and bold statements. Everyone, after all, has the potential to do everything before the ball goes up. And, obviously, there were some of them in the NBA's hottest franchise. Star LeBron James stated that Anthony Davis is the new leader, the great reference, the guy of the Los Angeles Lakers. For some time now, the team's aspirations have been linked to the power forward. LeBron still plays at a high level, but he's about to turn 39 years old. In fact, he is the oldest active player in the league. Logic, at first, signals that he cannot be the force that carries a champion Lakers. It's much more complicated than that. But can you trust Anthony Davis with such an important role, being a leader on the Lakers? Something that, to begin with, has never been until now? A player with so many injury problems, so many ups and downs? At the age of 30, however, he needs to make that leap in production. Will it roll? Star Jason Tatum revealed how he discovered the trade for point guard Jrue Holiday. Last week, the Boston Celtics acquired the veteran point guard from the Portland Trail Blazers. In return, the franchise sent center Robert Williams and point guard Malcolm Brogdon to the Oregon team. Tatum told reporter Chris Haynes from the Bleacher Report portal that he found out about the transaction through social media. Most of the time, I try to stay out of Celtics negotiations. I can talk to Brad Stevens, talk about whether I would like to play with a certain player or whether I think he would be a good option. I think this happens in any franchise. But I saw on Twitter that we made the trade for Jrue Holiday. It was also there that I saw the negotiations involving KP, Kristaps Porzingis, and Marcus Smart. So I don't want to get involved with things like that. My job is to show up and play. Anyway, it's not my job to negotiate, choose athletes, or anything like that, said Tatum. The negotiation affected the feelings of the Celtics' number 0. After all, he regretted the departure of his friend Williams. Furthermore, the trade caught Tatum by surprise. The winger then praised the Blazers' now pivot. That hurt. It's the hardest part of the business. Thank you for everything you've done. Keep doing everything you can to be special, but never change how you are. My friend, we will see each other again. So, nothing but love, said the star. Tatum also talked about expectations after the Jrue Holiday trade. The Celtics star, in fact, is excited about the new reinforcement. He even made a point of highlighting the quality of the point guard. It was an acquisition that made me very happy, almost radiant. Jrue is one of the most respected guys in the NBA among us players. He is a champion. I had already played with him at the Olympics. We won a gold medal together. So we're lucky to have him with us. That's what I told him when he arrived. Anyway, I know him well, and I know we can do great things, commented the winger. At 33 years old, Holiday is set to be one of the Celtics' leaders on the court. NBA champion with the Milwaukee Bucks in 2021, the point guard has defense as one of his strong points. The veteran, in fact, is capable of marking multiple positions. Furthermore, he doesn't need the ball in his hands to be useful. In other words, the exchange for Jrue Holiday has everything to be beneficial to Tatum and company. Holiday has a contract that runs through 2025. Therefore, he will receive $76.3 million in salary over the next 2 seasons. However, he has the option to leave the final year of his contract. This way, he would become an unrestricted free agent. In other words, he could sign with any team. In addition to the veteran point guard, the Celtics have a lot of news for 2023-24. At the beginning of the offseason, the franchise brought Porzingis to the Washington Wizards. But, as stated above, in the negotiation for Holiday, Boston gave up Williams and Brogdon. Wingers Oshie Brissett and Lamar Stevens, power forward Wenyen Gabriel, shooting guard Svi Mykhailiuk, and guard Dalano Banton also came. In the draft, the team selected winger Jordan Walsh. On the other hand, the team lost Marcus Smart, one of the squad's leaders. Finally, Grant Williams, Danilo Gallinari, and Mike Muscala also left the Celtics. East runner-up in 2022-23, Boston counts on Tatum and Jaylen Brown to stay at the top. Muscala, in turn, is heading into his second season at the helm of the team. At first, the big question is whether Porzingis fits into the team. Furthermore, the Latvian gets injured frequently. Over the past 3 seasons, he has played in 159 of a possible 236 games. In other words, he was left out of 33% of the matches. Finally, another question is about the impact of Smart's absence. Voted best defender in the NBA in 2022, the point guard was considered the heart of the Celtics. With him, the team has always had one of the best defenses in the NBA. However, the arrival of Holiday, another defensive specialist, should be positive on that side of the court. And thus, we conclude our round of news for today. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any NBA news. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter as well, as we provide updates throughout the day over there. Now, at the end, YouTube will be recommending some videos from our channel, so go ahead and watch them all. Until the next video, peace to all.